Hi, Bill, Joe, Molly, and Sean. Where did the year go? Next week is Thanksgiving. This whole year, I remember I had a great aunt who said to me when I was very young, and it happened to be at a Thanksgiving dinner, and she said to me, Tiffany, the older you get, the faster time will go by. My good old Aunt Trudy. Kind of wish she was around now because I would tell her that she was absolutely correct. She was right, I was wrong, because I can remember the time thinking, because I can remember I was young saying, I can't wait for Christmas, you were excited back then. And her saying that and me not believing it at the time. But as I'm aging, I won't say how much I'm aging, but as I'm aging, I can affirmatively say, and I think we could probably all agree, that days seem to go by like weeks, weeks tend to go by like months, and here we are now, Thanksgiving almost. So with the holidays approaching, one tends to think of tradition. Tradition around the holidays, both of Thanksgiving dinner, clear to Christmas, time spent with family, gift giving, both giving and receiving, and hopefully a ton of gratitude. But thinking about all of this with the tradition of the holidays, the other day I was putting together our Christmas tree, and every year, we try to do something a little different. And this year we decided to make use of some flamingos that we had left over from a big open house event that we did. It was called Stake Your Claim on Paradise, flock to one of these homes, and we loaded the yards with flamingos. So it was a really interesting event that we did, but needless to say, we had all these leftover flamingos. I decided to stake them into our Christmas tree this year and kind of do something traditional Florida, but not traditional Christmas. So with every bird that I was staking in the tree, I couldn't help but think to myself how tradition also relates to real estate. And obviously real estate as an industry for all of you and everyone that we know in the industry, there's so much tradition in brand, tradition in process, tradition in industry as a whole and overall. And when you think about tradition, there's so many great things that go along with that, and a level of comfort and a level of consistency. But there's also so many opportunities to do things a little differently and add a special twist to it, to stand out, to think outside of the box, to be a different kind of bird, so to speak, as we have here in the tree. And I think of our office as being a little unique in how we approach the tradition of the industry and trying to push ourselves and do things that stand out. But I kind of challenge all of you, because each one of you that we're doing this vlog group with, and hopefully those of you watching, I'm hoping that you're taking some time to really think before you start the new year. What are your difference makers? What are your unique key gifts that you have as a person, as a professional, that you convey out to your customers in this industry? What are your non-traditional, so to speak? What are your non-traditional features? Obviously, classic real estate is amazing in and of itself, but how are you different? What are you doing different for your customer? What are you doing different for your properties, and to make all of your customers and your customers' properties, their experience different and unique and non-traditional? So as you're approaching the tradition of the holidays, the tradition of a new year, I hope you also take some time to flip that and think of the non-tradition. What is different and unique about you, and how can you apply the non-traditional side of you to your business to stand out over and above the others? Wishing all of you fantastic traditional holidays with a little bit of a super special twist. Have a great day.